let's do some CAG bag.
Yeah.
And then we can do some sleeping in the sleeping bag, aka the bed. At 8BitJer writes in 8BitJer, because his name is Jeremy. Cheapy, what would bring you back to gaming? You've said on numerous occasions that you're losing interest at this stage of your life. Well, it's just what we were talking about before. Like, everything is so derivative of one another that, like, it's just hard to get excited about stuff because we've been there, done that. And certainly, you know, COVID is part to blame because it shut everything down, but it's not my fault. What can I do about it?
I think that the industry as itself has sort of lent itself to finding one game you really enjoy and kind of sticking with it.
Yes.
For you right now, it's Overwatch. I know it was Apex, but it's
it goes back and forth. It's not a lot of time that I'm spending on either, but it's, you know, yeah, you're right. I feel like a lot of people, especially like our age, lock in on one or two games and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean little things don't trickle in like a Midnight Suns, but outside of that, it's going to be all Fortnite all the time in this house.
And I think maybe older people don't want to like learn, even though, but the games are so similar. Like, they don't even take a long time to learn.
It's not even that. It's just, you know, it's like, okay, I have this. I have all my stuff here. I know what I'm doing. It's comfortable, and let's go play.
That doesn't interest me at all. Like, I want new experiences and playing new games. That's why I hop around from stuff so frequently. I almost finished High on Life, but then I got to the last level and the game won't load. It just stays on a loading screen forever.
You got to wait for the new voice actor patch.
Is that what I'm waiting for that?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened?
Justin Roiland is out at Squanch Games.
Right.
Oh, did he get canceled?
He got canceled. And it's a real issue though, because he voiced not only the main characters there and the main characters in Rick and Morty, but a lot of the minor characters too.
Wait, what did he do?
You just have to Google Justin Roiland minor, and you'll see all that list of characters.
Wait.
I saw that joke earlier today.
I know. It's a good joke. I'm gonna steal it for our show.
What did he do? What's this?
He was apparently sexually harassing women, and once that came out, it also turned out that he was sexually harassing minors as well. So yeah,
like over the internet, or
allegedly
in person or over the internet.
Both. I'm going to say
it can be more efficient if you use the internet.
Allegedly both. I don't want to get sued by this.
He's going
by the Rick and Morty guy.
He definitely needs your money.
Yeah. So allegedly both.
Wow.
All right. He was fired from Rick and Morty, and he stepped down from Squanch Games. So.
All right. We lost another one in gaming. These a lot of gaming. Well, we didn't lose them, but gaming is losing a lot of people who behave badly.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
give us some new games.
Right. They can all get together maybe and come up with something new that will boycott.
No, I'm saying that the people that replaced them could give us some new games. Something fresh. Something. There's just not even just doesn't seem like there's that many different categories of games anymore.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Mm-hmm. No, because everyone wants to find their Fortnite. They think that there's some formula, and it's not that easy, or their destiny.
I think that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that thinking is going away now when we've seen like these big profile failures.
I want to say you're probably right. I'm not saying we're not going to see those types of games ever again. My hope would be is that if we are going to see them, that more thought is put into it.
I think that's probably the lesson that the companies will take away from this, because it was just so much money. It wasn't just like these were high profile games because people were anticipating them. It was, they put like, was it 150 million into Avengers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that ain't nothing. And
it was not only that, but also they also released Outriders the same year, which is another game where they tried to do the same thing, where it's like, just make the game.
Make a game. How about making a game and it has a start and a finish, and we pay $60 for it, or it's on Game Pass.
Well, I mean, that was the thing last year when Elden Ring came out and kicked every other game's ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Just make a game that's playable, and that game was, sort
Harry
of
Potter's going to be that way, right?
Do you know, like, I'm not a Harry Potter fan in the slightest, but
Yeah.
when I look at the clips of the game, my thought is, like, if I'm a Harry Potter fan, this game looks fucking incredible. Like, it seems like they spent a fortune on it and, like, really made a realistic looking Harry Potter game. But there seems to be a lot of pushback on that.
I can't
cursory things around the game.
But it's
in good
also
conscience, I will not be playing nor saying the name of that game.
like the game that should not be named.
It's the game that shall not be named.
Isn't it the best-selling game on Steam?
It was. I don't know if it still is.
I think it is.
I mean, is that saying much though for end of December? I don't know.
But it's not end of December.
Well, that's when it was.
No, I think it still is.
Okay, whatever.
Let's see. I'm going to look right now.
I guess the question is,
yep, it is number 1.
What's the competition? Like, what's
Dead
number
Space,
2?
Counter-Strike, the free to play. It's all free to play games.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what else is there?
Apex Legends, Dead Space. Yeah, Destiny.
There's not much else. That's my point.
It's all free play games.
Yeah, there's it's number 1 in a pool of 1.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm curious to see what happens when the game comes out. When's it coming out?
I don't know.
Soon,
Next
right?
month?
I think it's soon.
I'm gonna
It's
look
like
it up.
next month or something, I think.
It's February 10th.
That would be next month.
That's very soon.
Cool. See what happens.
Yep.
I don't have an opinion on that game. In case you're wondering, do what you want. That's what I say. Shipwreck, you gonna check it out? You're not really a Harry Potter guy.
His wife is.
I really, my wife is.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoyed the movies.
You did?
They're well done movies.
They're mixed on those movies.
Yeah, they're long too. So long.
Parents are bad people, and they know he's being abused. They know Harry's being abused, and they still send him back home.
Builds character.
I mean, really? That's like, isn't that against the law?
Also, it's like a recipe for making like an evil wizard, I feel.
Yeah, like you know that his parents are not like mentally and adopted aunt and uncle are physically and mentally abusing him to the point where you had to like send a giant to bring him to the school, and yet when the school year ends, you're like, all right, Harry, off with you, off with you, go back.
I hope you don't go to the dark side.
Yeah, have fun living under the cupboard, not eating and getting punched in the face by the big fat British guy. Enjoy that life. Enjoy your summer, you stupid bastard.
To him, he's just a big fat guy, you know.
Yeah. You stupid
I'm good with
bastard, Harry.
I'm good with that part. That doesn't bother me.
How about when they like have games where it's like, all right, now you're all gonna go drown, and whoever drowns first is the loser.
What game is that?
That was in is that the 4th movie?
I don't remember that.
Robert Pattinson dies because he drowns first, because he's the worst at, I don't know, staying underwater until you drown, which was the point of the game in the movie.
Not my type of game.
Sit underwater until you die. And if you die first, you lose.
They're wizards. They're not the most morally bound.
Exactly. What the fuck kind of school is that? Shit
It's a
school.
wizard. It's a wizard school.
Where's math class? Hey Harry, I see that you can make a deer out of leaves. What's 2 + 2, you dumb bastard? Go back to your fat uncle.
Would you play this game if your library had it? And you
No.
just were walking there? Why not? The people who made the game are fine and like.
No.
Maybe.
I'm waiting for them to release a statement and they haven't yet.
Oh, what kind of statement are you waiting for?
They would have to denounce, like full on denounce.
What do you mean?
They would have to say,
give me an example of what the statement would say. Just like a few sentences.
Add WB and EA, because this is like a joint effort between the two of them.
Okay.
Denounce the recent statements, because she said something as recently as yesterday.
Okay.
She says something every day.
Yeah, she's got nothing else to do.
Denounce the recent statements by J.K. Rowling, and we support all transgender people, and basically something along those lines. They would have to denounce the words of J.K. Rowling and fully commit to transgender rights.
What does that even mean?
Just you literally just have to say it.
And that would do a lot for you.
I think that would do a lot for a lot of people.
I feel like that's nothing, and they could easily do that.
But they won't. They're trying to play. They're both sidesing it right now.
What's the what? They think they're going to lose the license if they say something? I don't know.
Like that? They're really leaning into the both sidesing of, well, people have opinions. I'm like, you don't get to have that opinion. You don't get to tell.
Well, that person can still have that opinion, and you can say that. No, they
can't. The problem is that having that opinion, not every opinion is right.
But I'm saying you can have the opinion and say that opinion, I don't agree with that opinion, and we denounce that opinion. And in which case you said that would be okay.
It's not saying that I don't agree with that opinion. You have to full on denounce.
I feel like they could do that. I feel like they
wrong.
I feel like that would be a good strategy for them to do that, and it would cost them nothing. And why not? And if that would help, if you think that would help, you should write them a letter. No, I don't. I mean, I don't know that people would care really. I think that maybe not be enough.
If they did that, the internet would explode that day.
Really? Wow. Yes. I feel like that's not that big of a deal. Okay.
Fox News did a whole thing on the Xbox have it shutting off automatically. You don't think they would they would lose their shit if EA came out and said trans rights are human rights?
Right. All right. Can you explain one more thing for me? Because I refuse to look it up, but I know that something happened. M&M's did something, and they had to I don't know. They put shoes on the M&Ms, and
so I had to look this one up too, because even I was like, "What?" Okay, so they were doing this whole thing, women M&Ms. I don't know, women empowerment M&Ms.
So
the package was just all the female M&Ms that we know and love, like the green M&M.
Who even knows? Okay, go on.
Yeah. And then they said, and now there's the new purple M&M.
Okay.
And the shoes that they put the purple M&M in were more like a white Doc Marten style shoe.
Different shoes than the other M&Ms.
Yeah, it wasn't high heels.
Okay. This was a woman purple M&M, but she wasn't wearing high heels like all the other women M&Ms.
Right.
Okay, got it.
So making the M&M not sexy or appealing to men. And I'm using
men don't like Dockers. They only like high heels.
I don't know. I know that my daughter, I'll go back. My cousin gave my daughter her Docs from the 80s, and it's her favorite pair of shoes. These old broken in pair of Doc Martens that she got from my cousin that are
she'll never be an M&M.
Yeah, so my daughter clearly can't be an M&M. I don't know what that means.
So the complaint was they are taking away the femininity from the M&Ms by changing the shoes.
M&Ms, yes.
And that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. For some reason it's bad because the M&Ms are woke now.
Mm-hmm.
And then so no more
the male gaze.
So now no more cartoon M&Ms. They've canceled all the cartoon M&Ms, and now it's Maya Rudolph.
Is she sexy or not as sexy as M&M?
I don't know. I mean,
what am I supposed to think? I'm so confused here sexually. What am I supposed to do?
Maya Rudolph in Idiocracy. It's pretty hot in that movie.
I think the idea is just fuck you guys. Here's a person.
But now
it's her problem.
They're gonna bring them back,
right?
Like kids, like you're selling M&Ms to kids,
right?
And kids,
horny kids, apparently,
right? Kids like
beating off the M&Ms characters, high heels.
They don't care about that. They don't recognize that part.
No, of course not. They like cartoons.
See the commercials are funny. They're talking about getting eaten. We're pro cannibalism,
right? Eat me.
Right,
eat me. I'm an M&M and a cartoon.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Well, I hope they figure that out over at Mars.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Big Mike.
How many meetings have they wasted on this?
Holy shit! So many man hours and money because they had to hire Maya Rudolph.
Do you think they'll get Paul Thomas Anderson to direct the commercials?
Oh my god, so ridiculous.
Punch-drunk M&Ms. I'd watch that.
Big Mike writes in, how hyped is Ship and Dash to watch the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th anniversary special on Netflix in April?
we're appropriately hyped. We'll watch it.
Okay, not super hyped, but reasonable amount of hype.
I mean, they've done other things like where they've brought like all the generations of Power Rangers together, right?
Do they all come together into one big Power Ranger?
No, they just all like battled together, right? Like,
that's not as good. It'd be cool if they could connect them all together.
So this will be, I mean, we'll watch it. I'm not sure how excited Dash will be about it because they're old, right? I'm not sure. Like,
is he ageist?
It's just like, I don't know. Like, he's going to recognize them to an extent. Like, if I tell him, like, oh, yeah, that's the original. And he's like, all right, I guess so.
It doesn't look like that guy anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that anymore. So we'll watch it. It's cool that they're doing it. It's weird that not all of them are, like, Kimberly's not in it, I guess. And that was the whole thing on the internet. I don't know. They
doesn't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I think that was what the
probably no money in it, and you don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll give it a go. Why not?
Cool.